And we have to talk about the absolute craziest, most fun film of the year, Forbidden Room by Guy Madden.
I think, I mean, this one's, Guy's made some pretty out there movies, but this might be further out there than ever. It's based on a string of movies that he'd either never seen or only read about or had been lost. Or were never made, or he'd seen once and, you know, sort of vaguely recalled them. Some are based on scripts that weren't shot, and it's like basically every really obscure subgenre. Like it opens with an instructional video about how to take a bath.
Louis Negan,
where the great Louis Negan, who's amazing,
yes.
Probably easily the best. Well up there with the best performances of the year, because he's best hilarious. He's like you know, Southern Ontario Hugh Hefner, except way older than you when he did you know, Playboy at night or whatever it was called. But he's in a bathrobe talking about how people should take proper baths, and it's hilarious. And then it cuts to
like the submarine.
People trapped at the bottom of the ocean in a submarine with like they can't ascend because the dynamite they're carrying will explode, which is this weird combination of Wages of Fear and Das Boot, and but it's actually based on something, and then it turns into like a woodsman, like played by Roy Dupuis, wandering, trying to find his lost love. And
please show an image of Roy as the lumberjack. There's never been a better one.
And it's all like the color and the black and white and the age of the film shifts wildly. There's emulsion, and you just sort of walk into one room, and it's like he'd wanted to give censors a never-ending coronary, because like the stuff is like also kind of just way out there.
It's very funny and very referential,
and
which
pretty
is
much every major young actor in Quebec.
Karen Van Ness is heavily featured in the movie.
Yeah, Clara Fury.
Yeah, that's true.
Carolyn Deverness, Sophie Desmarais. You know, just an amazing, incredible cast. And a huge international cast too. Charlotte Rampling, Geraldine Chaplin, Udo Kier, like all this string of actors who worked with some of the major auteurs of the you know, 80s and 90s and 70s too. So you know, just
even that adds to the references, the cinematic references, is to have this concoction of actors that you kind of, there's so many of them in the same pool of a movie that it brings their own references.
It's just nuts.
Them. I mean, Udo Kier comes with references as an actor. Right?
Yeah, and I mean, it was all shot on a set in the middle. I think it was the Pompidou in Paris, and people could come in and watch them shoot. And I think the Phi Center, which is one of our venue partners for Top 10, they helped produce it. It's a sensational piece. You know, there's enough here to talk about for years. I mean, it really is sort of you know, it's a real feast and hilarious too. I don't think I laughed harder at anything or so consistently.
It's funny.
And if you love movies, you'll recognize all these sort of allusions to things that never really existed, but you think did. It's kind of like falling asleep watching a late show, and then it just sort of, you know, you're sort of the mood is somewhat semi-conscious too. You're
it's
not
true.
Really, it's very dreamlike.
Yeah, you let yourself in there.